So I finally hit max level, and yeah, bud, I have absolutely no idea what just happened in the base story. Like, genuinely confused with whatever the hell is going on. But after 50 plus, some orphaned girl in a cave, I cook her some food because it looks like she's been living off moss for the past year. Johnny down the block has been cursed to be a kid with horns, and boom, all of a sudden, I'm working at the DMV looking for wanted criminals. Bro, what? Alright then. The early game story was pretty forgettable, but man, after max level, things started to get much more interesting. So, this is a continuation of my previous video, so let's get into it because I might get some flack for this, but we need to have a real talk about where this game is heading and why I'm still excited to play it anyway. So starting with the main story, I genuinely don't know what the hell happened. The 1 to 50 stuff was weak, didn't grab me at all, but 50 plus stories get more interesting. Like, one mission had me being this agent checking people coming through, seeing if they were wanted criminals. They'd line up, come one by one, and I had to check the wanted posters for details, match the clues and see if they passed, or detain them if I thought they were the ones. Pretty cool change of pace, not gonna lie. The other 50 plus missions were pretty cool, and I was liking how they were paced. Man, exploration though, that's where this game really shines. So many cool and varied looking places, but my favorites were definitely the manors. Dude, I used to always dream of exploring an open world MMO, entering some cave system or mansion filled with enemies to kill. Just stumbling upon these hidden places that feel dangerous and rewarding. And this game actually has some of that. Some of these places are high level too, so coming back later to farm crafting materials is going to be a nice change of pace. There's a lot of hidden spots like this scattered around, and honestly, exploring these was a highlight for me. I found this one dungeon, enemies were my level, so I'm thinking, yeah, I got this. Time to clean house. I did absolutely no damage. Like, couldn't even take down a single one. My attacks were basically tickling them, but that made me excited. That feeling of, oh, I'm not ready for this yet, is something I haven't felt in an MMO in a long time. So many MMOs have that dumb system where it's level scaling, and you don't feel your power increasing. So I can't wait to come back and dominate that place later when I'm properly geared. Crafting and gathering. Okay, gathering is pretty simple. Nothing unique about it, at least at lower levels. You see a node, you gather it, you move on. Crafting is simple too. Nothing really catching my attention, but honestly, I'm fine with it. Sometimes simplicity is nice. Not everything needs to be revolutionary. But here's where it gets interesting. I had this quest teaching me to craft food, and it actually made me level up the skill a bit to progress. Cool. I like when games make you engage with systems. Except, I kept running out of salt. Had to go farm it, and the drops were slow. Sometimes a minute or two for one salt to drop. Depending on how much grind you like, you'll either love this or hate it. Personally, I love it. I don't want things handed to me easily. Give me that old school grind where you actually have to work for your materials. Alright, fishing was hard. I could not fish for the life of me, and it was great. Lost the fish more often than not. That bar would pop up, I try to reel it in, and boom, fish escapes, or the fish's stamina or whatever it is was not budging at all. Either my bait sucks, my fishing pole sucks, or I suck. Probably all three, but hey, at least I had a brownie once. Points if you know the reference. But I will be super happy to come back and work through that fishing log. There's something satisfying about a system that doesn't just let you succeed immediately. Combat is still kind of the same. Nothing too special, but it's flashy and I like it for the most part. Skills look cool, animations are solid, it feels good enough. Wish there was more weapon variety though. Feels like we're limited in our options, and I'd love to see more diversity in how we can approach fights. I haven't done any more dungeons or towers yet, but those open world dungeons are probably my favorite part of the game. These feel like actual dungeons. You're exploring, fighting through enemies, and some have lore books scattered around if you're into that. PvP is enabled in nighttime dungeons, but I haven't had a single PvP encounter yet. Maybe I'm lucky, or maybe it's not as common as people make it seem. Or there's not enough people playing the game. Still trying to figure out battlegrounds and castle sieges though. Some of you asked about guilds. Surprisingly, haven't seen any toxic guilds yet. The one I'm in now is really nice and casual. People are helpful, friendly, no drama. But before I joined this one, I hopped around a few guilds and noticed most were dead quiet. No one spoke, everyone kept to themselves. Their Discord servers were ghost towns. Like hundreds of members, but zero activity. So your mileage may vary depending on which guild you land in. Finding a good one might take some guild hopping. If you're enjoying this kind of honest, no BS MMO content where I'm not just riding the hype train, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be diving way deeper into all these systems as I actually learn them, and I want you here for the ride. Also, drop a comment and tell me, am I crazy for still enjoying this game? Or are MMO players just expecting that 10 out of 10 hot girlfriend when we should be happy with a solid 7 that actually sticks around? Overall, my experience has been positive. I still love this game for what it is, and I can see myself continuing to play it. The systems are fun to learn at my own pace. Exploration feels rewarding, and there's something here that keeps pulling me back. But here's where we need to have a serious talk. This game maybe has a year or two left. The player count is dwindling. You can see it in-game, you can see it in the numbers. New updates and expansions bring back a handful of players. Then they drop right off after a week or two. The initial hype fades fast. Is this a game worth dropping serious money into? No. Maybe $10 to $20 every few months max, if you really want to support it or buy something specific. But I wouldn't go all in financially. Here's my hot take, and this is where I might lose some of you. I don't think MMO players know what they want anymore. And I don't think developers know what to do anymore. Both sides have collectively brought down the fun and uniqueness of MMOs. We've reached this weird standoff where nothing satisfies anyone. Throne and Liberty has some of the prettiest places I've seen in an MMO. Dungeons that actually feel like dungeons. And by dungeons, I mean places that feel like an actual forbidden underground. Places where they were sacrificing monsters to demons. Places that feel dangerous and wrong to be in. Not a Mythic Plus speedrun that just points you from A to B to C and kicks you out after 15 minutes. Those are fine, but they don't have that same feeling. I feel like I'm going into a place I don't belong. I'm ready to destroy everything in my path, but also watching my back because I might get murdered in a few minutes. That's the feeling I want. That sense of danger and exploration. And this game delivers that in moments. The graphics and combat are nice and passable. They're not revolutionary, but they're good enough. There are many systems to interact with. Crafting, gathering, fishing, exploration, PvP, guilds, all of it. But it feels like you could have the most perfect systems, the most polished gameplay, and players still wouldn't be satisfied. There will always be the "it's not enough" comment in every thread, every video, every review. Is that because we expect too much? And I hear it now. It's 2026, this should be the standard. We should expect more. But maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe the standards are too high now. Maybe we've collectively decided that unless a game is beyond perfect in every way, it's not worth playing. If it doesn't have X amount of players, then it's a waste of time, dead game. You're expecting a 10 out of 10 hot girlfriend. Perfect in every way, checks every box, never disappoints you. But what we have is a possible 6 or 7 out of 10 with some decent stuff in it if you treat it right, and one that will stick with you to the end. Is that such a bad thing? Is it wrong to enjoy something that's just good enough? Something that has flaws but also has heart?
With that said, there's still a lot more for me to do. I'm just scratching the surface of the in-game systems. I'll be making a follow-up video detailing my thoughts later after I've put even more time into these systems now that I'm max level. I want to properly experience the PvP, the castle sieges, the high-level dungeons, all of it before I make final judgments. And honestly, I'm excited to see how this unfolds. Even knowing the game might not last forever, I'm still hyped to experience what it has to offer right now. So yeah, is the game perfect? No. Is it dying? Probably. Am I still having fun? Absolutely. And maybe that's all that matters. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.